Hey traders, Mike Katz here with 7 Points Capital. Midday update. I got to run out at 4 o'clock, so I figured I'd do a quick update right now. It's a little bit quiet during the lull, and today was some decent action. I'll start with A&W. This one was gapping up pre-market when as high as 260. They basically had to give away 30% of the company just to secure a loan, and I believe this was a rehash of the story from a few months ago. It wasn't even a new PR. So my plan was to try to find a spot to get short. So in the morning, this thing was pretty strong. At the open, my plan was to let it pop to $3 if it wants to. The next big figure, fill in the gap, because I figured maybe some shorts are stuck here from the previous gap at $2, and then it went sideways, didn't really pull back too much. So I was kind of hoping this would pop to 3 and give me a chance to get in and get a really nice trade going. But as soon as it opened, the volume was really light, and it felt like there was no demand for shares, and it just started dropping. And I think it dropped really hard, really fast, also because it was SSR. So looking at my fills here, I didn't get involved. I couldn't get involved up until that bounce. So this whole time I missed this, looking for a $3 bounce, didn't get it. I didn't want to chase it down, and then I finally got a bounce that I was looking for and try to get as heavy as I can over here. And then when it started to hold, make a lower high, stuffed, pulls back, looks like it's not able to pull back a lot. Trend is down, high conviction trade, got some more, and then it's just started to cover down here a little bit. Actually cover a decent amount here, and you'll see like I have all kinds of feel orders out there. Sometimes I'll see how hard or how easy it is to get fills, and so I'll have all kinds of fills here. But on pop here, put it back out, covered some down here, and it dropped to $2 again. And then here I was sizing in again, thinking that this thing will probably go to 170, 160, now that it's breaking lows again, but couldn't really materialize with more momentum to the downside. And I just kind of waited it out. Had a pretty big pop here through 2, added some more, do a little bit of covering, and then pretty much scaled out of everything here. Got out, got flat, and because lost momentum to the downside, I figured maybe we'll get a pop and I'll be able to reshort higher. And this ended up being a really nice symbol. And then I went to lunch, grabbed some food, came back, and bam, there it is at 210. Spot where it got rejected before. I started feeling my way around and trying to see how easy it is to sell. I realized it was not very easy to sell, and I wasn't getting the same size as before. Over here, I got quite a bit off. A lot of block trades going off and able to participate with that. Whereas here, I couldn't get any of those off. Buyers not around, so it was a little bit harder for me to get the fills. Here, I was pretty much half size as I was in the morning, but just another quick trade. So this was a really nice trade. If you got one of these a day, man, I could retire pretty soon. Not that I do want to retire. But okay, what else is in place? Cisco had earnings, big pop after hours, pushes to 47, 46 and change, I believe was pretty big level right here, 46.30. And then we went above it in after hours, and then we opened and he stayed above it, and then bam, failed. Something I missed early. I couldn't get involved on the first drop. And let's see Cisco here. I just try to find a spot to get it in on a pop to resistance. Got some of that, did some covering, shorted the bounce, stopped out of everything here. And then when I realized that it was failing and it was just looking like an FU move, I got right back in, and then cover some, reshort, cover some, reshort, and then cover some more. Now I'm still in it, half position, and see which way it wants to go. What else? We had Macy's, day 2. This one's just being a dud, not a whole lot going on. Look at the daily and yesterday. This was a really big winner for us. And the trade yesterday here, wow, this was just amazing. This $36 break, got a 75, 80-cent move, I think even 90-cent move. I captured most of this move on pretty good size, good liquidity, and that was really nice yesterday. So today my goal was to see if we get a green to red, open green by a little bit after we close, and see if we can be off to the races again. And this one I think is my worst symbol on the day. Once we started going down, I tried to get bigger and bigger, puked it out here, and tried it again here. Realized it's not going down. I'm not trading this well. I'm buying tops, covering, and reshorting bottoms. So close out the trade here. And then just here, put on a feeler, nothing too big. And it just looks like a lot of sideways chops. So I'm probably going to end up doing nothing with this unless we can get below 35.40. And then we'll see if there's a trade there. And Walmart was another one that's giving me a hard time. Let's see, Walmart down here. Goes to 100. Flags, and then on the open, looks like it tries to get above 100 and fails. So on that open, I bought 100, risking $1. Got to add really close to my stop at 99. Sold half here on this pop to 100 again, but then bought it back and got stopped out of everything. So this ended up being a small loss. And then tried it again on the short side here, added it to what looked like a lower low. And that just ended up being a trap and just a lot of chop and sideways. Haven't done anything else here. Again, trying to see which way things want to go. Market has been really strong. Apple has been just fantastic. I should be joining trend on this on the long side. Even when it looks like it might be topping out and putting in lower highs, the best it could do is go sideways and just goes up. So who knows what's going on here, buyback program, all that good stuff, but this has been a monster. At least I'm avoiding it on the short side, but I think I should be capitalizing on this on the long side. And what else? Oh, there was one here, small trade. Thought I'd mention it. Nice setup. GSM, big downtrend from 17 to 7, gaps up to $8 today. Not a big volume stock, but I just thought I'd mention it because of the setup involved. It displays my volume profile type of setup. So it's chopping around here. I'm not doing anything in GSM. Yep, so right around here, I'm not doing anything, but I do see the volumes building up here at $8. Keeps on getting stuffed by VWAP. And I'm trying to figure out which way it wants to go. If it does start to fail, I want to get in. And that's exactly what happens here. Breaks $8, and just goes down. So, on that break of $8, put some on, put some more, risking off of here, off of 811. That way it needs to get back above volume profile, back above VWAP, back above this top here. And that to me is a pretty good risk reward trade. If this thing wants to fade all the way back, I'll give it a chance. So I'm risking about 20 cents, I think. 20 cents on the trade. And I'd like to see if I can make $1 or so. So not a big position, not a lot of liquidity in this. Only traded about 4 million shares on the day. So nothing too big. But the concept here is what I wanted to show. Week daily, gaps up, shows in the past that every time it gaps, it sells off. And eventually I just was looking for a spot intraday to get in. And then when we lost $8 and got below it and stayed below it, and volume profile had built in and got rejected by VWAP, that was a good spot for me to try to get in. If this was a more liquid name, I probably would have hit it a little bit harder, but that's pretty much it. So I think that's it. That's all I got for today. Spiders acting well, gapping up, holding the gains. 286, not too far away. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I got to get out of here at 4 o'clock, so early recap. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give us a thumbs up and see you guys on Twitter.